Hi everybody, welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark and this is Smokey Steve and Mark. Hey guys, how are you? Oh my gosh, do we have a fun episode for you tonight? But first, can you please be so kind to hit that subscribe button right there and the notification bell so you know whenever we have a new video, okay? I would be so grateful if you would do that. Okay, on to the topic today. We are talking cake mix hacks. Oh, yes, it's still all the rage. It's still trending all over Pinterest. So I have 4 unconventional cake mix hacks that I tried. I tested them. They are all fantastic, and we're going to jump right into it now. Interestingly enough, none of them turn into cake. So let's get started, all right? So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make some cake batter Rice Krispie treats. How about that? All right, so I already have everything started to move things along. In this bowl, in this pot right here, do you ever make Rice Krispie treats? We're going to start off by making them just like you normally would. So, in here we have a 1/4 cup of butter and 1 whole package of mini marshmallows, and they melted real nice there. Now, to that, the secret ingredient, 1/2 of a cup of yellow cake mix. Now, you could use white cake mix too if you want. That's fine. Just the mix is all we need. Give that a little stir. Okay. Get that incorporated just a little bit. Okay. And that's perfect. Now we're going to add 5 cups of crisped rice cereal. You know, Rice Krispies, baby.
I know.
You know. Alright, so we're going to get that all stirred up until you get that mixture evenly coated on all of the Rice Krispies, okay? Now, a little tip, spray your spatula or your spoon first. It helps a lot with the sticking, because as you can imagine, this is extremely sticky. Oh yeah, it is. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to get my wooden spoon. Ha ha ha! Much better. There we go. Oh, look at, see it? I love Rice Krispie treats. In fact, at a place I used to work, a couple places I used to work, I used to make gourmet Rice Krispie treats all the time. They sold so good. Of course, that could probably be a video all on its own. Maybe I'll do that. Did you ever have a gourmet Rice Krispie treat? Cookies and cream. Oh, pumpkin spice, yeah. But today we're talking cake batter, so that's exactly what you want. Now, the next part, we are going to stir in some sprinkles or some nonpareils in there. Now, I'm going to do just about, we'll say 1/2 cup, okay? So, now, you want to give that a real quick stir, okay? Just like so. Okay, and that's perfect. Now, if you want like a tie-dye effect to it, keep stirring it, and all of those colors will start kind of seeping into the mixture. But I just want to have it like this. You know, kind of like a birthday cake in a way. So next you want to get your pan. Now 9x13 or a round one, whatever you want to do. I'm using this shorter pan because I want mine to be a little more fluffy, so to speak. If you use a 1/4 sheet cake or a 9x13, they'll be just a little bit thinner, that's all. So whatever you want, I'm using this. Spray it first. You want to be able to get these babies out. Another little tip here, you could also line it with parchment paper with a little hanging out, and then you could just lift them out. But I'm just spraying mine like that. All right, so now we're going to dump all of this goodness right into our pan here. Let's see if I can hold it right. Okay, just like so. Oh, Rice Krispie treats. All right, let me put this aside here. And now we're going to push it down, and if you want to use your hands, just be careful because it's awfully hot. Again, the spray is your best friend. And then we can just push it down nice and easily. Get all that goodness off of there. To all the corners. And that is good. I don't like to push them too heavy. I like mine to be fluffy. Okay, and now for a finishing touch, I have some other sprinkles here, and now my hands are greasy. There we go. Okay, and I got some of these sprinkles, and I'm just going to sprinkle them on top, just to add a little color and a little festiveness to it. Festiveness, is that a word? Festiveness. Well, you get what I'm saying. Give it a light push in there so they stick. Okay, and there you go. We're going to set this aside for at least a half hour before we cut it, okay? So, let me set this aside. Now, let me clean up here, and we're going to get on to our next project. I promised you 4 and 4. Hey! Stop that. My goodness. All right, so moving right along, we're going to make some cake mix cookies, but not just any cookies, because, well, we'll get to it. All right, so I already have it made. Let me get it over here for you. In this bowl, I have a dough, and that dough was made with, let me get this out of the way here. Okay. All right, 1 whole cake mix, and we're making chocolate ones today, but part of the fun of this recipe is you can mix up whatever cake mix, whatever mix-ins you want, whatever you want, but we're doing chocolate. So, 1 box of cake mix, and to that we added 2 eggs, 6 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 1/2 of a cup of powdered sugar, and we just mixed it until it made a dough like this, all right? So, again, I have my spray. We don't want it to stick. Okay, and I have some powdered sugar in a bowl here, too. So, dip your fingers in the powdered sugar, and we're just going to make, we're going to do 1-inch balls today. Now, you can do these as large or as small as you want. I'm going to do some 1-inch ones, okay? And get a baking sheet out and put some parchment on it. And it's as simple as this. All right, now I'm not going to bore you by rolling this entire ball of dough, okay? So, imagine that this was completely filled with our dough balls, right? Now we're going to bake them in a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes, okay? Put those in there. Move these out of the way. All right, so while those are baking, what are we going to do? Oh, my goodness, a throwback. So, do you remember the sweet treat? I guess it was a favorite lunchbox treat, really, called Dunkaroos. They were in the 90s. Oh, yeah, one of my personal favorite things of all time. For some reason, they just, like, vanished. No one even knew really what happened to them. I should probably Google that, right, and let you know what happened. But anyway, I have a cake mix hack recipe that tastes identical to Dunkaroos. I know, you don't believe me, right? But it's true. So, here we go. Let's make it. Get this out of the way. Do you know what a Dunkaroo is? Does anybody? Maybe there's people here before the 90s? I don't know. Dunkaroos. Imagine a plastic blue container filled with an ooey, gooey, sweet, delicious dip, and then a side of, like, cinnamon sugar cookies that you dip in it and eat. That is a Dunkaroo, and that's what we're recreating today. So, for this recipe, let me get it right here. So, we are going to need 1 box of a cake mix. I used white for this. You could use white or yellow, but I would recommend using the white if you want an authentic taste, right? Let me get my spatula here. We have 2 cups of plain Greek yogurt. I know you're not gonna believe me, but until you try it, I'm telling you, this is so delicious. All right, and to that, we're going to add 1/2 of a container of Cool Whip whipped topping. Did you like the sound effects? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you.
It really sets it off.
It does. All right. and combine. So we're just going to mix this up until it's nice and creamy. I remember Dunkaroos. When I actually was in college, there was a little convenience store that was right by, I went for 2 years at the Art Institute in Pittsburgh, and there was a convenience store right next to it, right? And they sold Dunkaroos there. Almost every day I bought a package of Dunkaroos. Almost every day. One of my absolute favorites. And yeah, for some reason, they just completely disappeared. I don't know. I gotta search maybe on the internet and see if, I don't know, maybe they made a comeback? I have no idea.
I'll make a few calls.
Will you do that for me?
I'll see what I can do.
All right, thank you. Now, to this, we are going to add, you could add Rainbow Jimmies, you know, the sprinkles. You could do the nonpareils again. You could do these. Let's see. I like these. We're going to put these in because these will soften up. About half cup or so. Here we go. Mix those in. Okay. Oh yeah. Delish. All right. That is all there is to it. We are going to let this sit at room temperature for about 15 minutes. And then we'll give it a taste, okay? All right. That's our copycat Dunkaroo cake mix hack recipe. All right. So we have one more to go before we do the big reveal of everything being finished. And as you can see, I'm channeling my inner Marie Antoinette. Oh yeah. Wasn't she the one that said, let them eat cake? I believe she was. Pretty tragic story, really, when you think about it.
Terrible.
So anyway, we're doing let them eat cake mix. Get it? Get it? All right, whatever. Yeah. So, all right, we are on to our final cake mix hack. We are going to make cake mix milkshakes. Oh, yeah. If you've never had a milkshake like this, trust me, I would never lead you wrong. I wouldn't, okay? Really, for real. All right, so in the bowl of a food processor, or you could use a blender too, okay? We're starting off with 2 cups of ice cream. Now, we like peanut butter twirl, I think they call it. It's vanilla ice cream with ribbons of peanut butter in it. Oh, my favorite. Just love it. Now, another, again, with this recipe, it is so fun mixing and matching the different things to make your milkshakes, Like we're making a peanut butter vanilla one today. You could do a birthday cake one. You could do a chocolate one. You could do a cookies and cream one. Get what I'm saying with this? I found myself at the grocery store last night thinking, which kind are we going to do tomorrow? We could do this and this and this and this. But it's part of the fun of it. So anyway, we got 2 cups of ice cream of your choice. Today we're using peanut butter twirl, all right? To that, we are going to add 1/2 of a cup of cake mix, and I'm using white cake mix for this, okay? Feel free, mix and match the cake mixes. And 1 cup of whole milk. You could also use 1/2 and 1/2 or heavy cream, whatever you'd like. I did not test it with almond milk. I will do that next and let you know how that turns out. And that is it. 3 ingredients. That's it. All right? So we're going to blend that until it's smooth. Put my lid on here. Okay, we're going to blend that until it's smooth. It's probably going to be loud, okay? I'm just warning you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, presentation is like 50%, 70%. 75%, I'm going to say, presentation for any... I'm big on presentation for any type of food item, right? So these milkshakes, I believe, deserve presentation, if you know what I mean. So what I have in this bowl is a little bit of corn syrup, and I just diluted it with a tiny bit of hot water, maybe a tablespoon or so, just to make it a little less thick, okay? And we are going to dip our glass, whatever glass we're going to use for our milkshake, we're going to dip into the corn syrup. And I have a little dish here with some chocolate sprinkles. Lift that baby up. Dip them into your whatever you want to do. Nonpareils would look beautiful. Doesn't that look nice? Looks great. And then we're going to put our milkshake right in there. All right. Well, here, wait. I still got to blend it. I just think it's too loud. And then carefully put our milkshake right. A milkshake to die for real. I mean, seriously. Does it get better than this? It doesn't, for real. All right, so looks like we still have, oh my gosh, we still got about 20 minutes for the Rice Krispie treats. We still have 10 minutes for the Dunkaroos. The cookies are still baking. They have another 5 minutes or so. So you know what? I'm not going to sit here and talk to you for the next 20 minutes or a half hour. You know, I could, but I won't do it. So I think it's time to activate the magic time machine. And we'll see you in about 20 minutes for the big reveal. And here we are. The big reveal. We have our cookies. Oh yeah. We have our mock Dunkaroos, complete with graham crackers and cookies for dipping, of course. I think Teddy Grahams would be perfect too, right? Our Rice Krispie treats. Oh yeah, these. Oh, I can't wait to dig those out. Oh my gosh, these are so... I want to eat one. Okay. And our milkshake, complete with a dollop of whipped cream because I had some, you know. Now, the cookies. These are absolutely perfect the way they are. They taste absolutely delicious. I think they would be perfect stuffed with some ice cream. Oh, yeah. Or some frosting. And to do that, all I did was I put some frosting in a pastry bag with a tip. If you don't have a pastry bag, you can always use a Ziploc bag and just snip the corner off real quick. And you have your own pastry bag. And it's as simple as that. And then put a lid on them, push it down a little, and you have a stuffed cake mix cookie. Oh yeah, and if you want to go even further, dip them in some jimmies, make them even a little more festive. For our cookies. Yay! So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video of our cake mix hack recipes. I had a blast making all of these. And I think I'm going to put the scale away for the next couple weeks. I'm just thinking it might be something I might do. Right? Okay. So anyway, yes, I hope you enjoyed everything. I hope you try these out. I see the future coming, maybe another video like this, because there's literally hundreds and hundreds of cake mix hack recipes out there. And it was hard kind of like getting it down to just 4, but I think we did a good job today. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Definitely check us out over on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc. I'll post all these recipes over there so you can download them and print them and try them out yourself. We're also on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. We are on Twitter. Our handle is SmokeySteveA. All of our contact information, that's our address, and let's see, our email address, all that's listed below in the description. And as always, everybody, thank you for spending your time with me. Stay safe, stay well, but above all else, stay positive. All right, I'll see you next time.